Festive wreaths are a cheerful sign of midwinter celebration, and they're fun and easy to make. We run in-person wreath-making workshops at the greenhouses, but you might want some advice on how to craft a wreath at home. You might even have a BPCG wreath-making kit available from the greenhouse's shop on the table in front of you. Press pause and check the timestamps to find the section you need as you make along with Heidi. Otherwise, it's on with the workshop.
Right, I'm just going to quickly talk you through the kit you will have. So you're going to have a base, a willow base for the wreath. You're going to have a spool of wire which you can use to attach your products. You will have a little bit of ribbon to hang up your wreath, and you will also have a guide that will talk you through where you can get your materials, what sort of materials you might want to gather. But you will also, on the day when you pick up your kit, you will also be able to collect your own material. And let's go. I'm going to show you what we have in store for you. Are you still filming?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, this is the back of our upper greenhouse, and as you can see, we've been really busy collecting lots of seed heads and plants and dried them for you here. The smell in here is absolutely fantastic, and on the day when you pick up your kit, you will be able to pick flowers and seeds that you will be able to use in your wreath. So we will have the option of two different bases. So we have the natural willow wreath. So that is one of the options, and then the other option is this metal frame, which is also really nice because it's a bit more minimalistic, so it really depends what your preferences are, so you can use either. So after we've chosen our wreath, you need to make a decision whether what design you want to go after. So I've got a few examples here. So we have a more traditional setup with some greenery and then berries and cones. So that is obviously the more traditional wreath. You can also go a more contemporary, where we have some eucalyptus and moss and even some chili down here. So that is another option which you might find useful or like. And then we have quite a bold one, more a floral one with the hydrangea and some lavender leaves down here. So we've used our willow as a base, and then we've just used the hydrangea and some foliage and just put that into the gaps of the wreath. So that is really easy to make, but it's really stunning. With those other two wreaths, we used some material to cover our wreath first. So on this one, we used some moss. So basically what I did is I just used a chunk of moss and then put it into the gaps of the base wreath, and then I used some wire and secured it, and I'm going to show you that in a minute as well. And then this one is basically just if you cut off some greenery and then put it into the gaps, and then also use just a little bit of wire in certain places just to take it down a bit. You can put wire all the way around if you like it quite tight. In this example, I've used it a bit sparingly because I quite like the wispy bits. So that is really up to you. All right, let me just show you a couple of other things. Here at the bottom, I've used a little, those berries and then this little apple here. And I basically made a little posy with a wire and then fixed it at the back. Let me just show you how to do that. So I've just got a stalk of the berries here. I do really like quite a few of them. So let me just cut this off. It would actually be really good if you have like a big pair of scissors or some secateurs, because then it's easier to cut off your material. And then I'm using a small piece of wire.
I have a bit here if you want it.
Oh yeah, could I just have that? That's great, thank you. And then I basically just secure the wire around the base of my berries. I just wind it around a couple of times. And then you just put the berries into your wreath, take the wires to the back. Let me just put this through here. Then you can turn it around. Where's the other one? There we go.
So those berries those are crab apples.
Oh, they're crab apples.
We were given those crab apples by
Very nice.
our friend Jo. Thank you, Jo.
They're very beautiful.
Yeah.
And
She also gave us these as well. These are quinces.
quinces, lovely.
Yeah.
And then you just twist the wires around and then put it flat, just like this. And then you can fix it onto your wreath. And you do use exactly the same principle to fix those cones and the branch down here. With the quinces, I also just use a wire. And then if we I'll just use this quickly, just make a small hole. And then it's actually really easy to push the wire in like this. And then again, I put it onto my wreath and then wrap the wire around, or you can also go through one of those gaps to fix it. And then there we go. It's really easy.
Okay, you're just snipping stuff already.
I'm just snipping a bit of this is Leylandii, and I mean it grows like a monster, and this is a great, absolutely great thing to use in your wreaths. Actually, it'll keep its colour for a long, long time. As will this eucalyptus, which dries really beautifully, and it's got a really nice fresh smell about it as well. It's also got these really interesting fruits, I suppose they are. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. So I'll probably go for some of that. And this is the sort of stuff people can include in their little wreath kits that we're going to be making up. So we'll have a big table of this that people can sort of make a selection from, like a kind of wreath buffet. So that'll be what people can put in their wreath kits, alongside the really sort of basic equipment that we'll supply as well in the kit. There's more sort of decorative stuff along here, but I think I'm going to go super basic with mine. Kind of love this. It's got the different, you can see the young leaf is that shape, and then the older leaf goes like that. It's really very bizarre that it changes. It's kind of cool, but that looks like a little bow, you can see. And that's the nice thing about making wreaths. You start just noticing these different things about the materials you're using, the natural materials you're using.
Okay, talk us through what you've got going on here, Steph.
So I've done a base of lavender, which smells amazing. And then I've kind of gone for similar colours. I really like the green of this ivy and kind of the little bits on it. And I've kind of done it in sections. I wanted a bottom, so like a structure to it, so it's a bit thinner at the top and a bit thicker at the bottom. And then I just love the star shaped of these flowers here. Yeah, so I'm just slowly building up and then putting a little cone in on the wire. Yeah, quite happy with it.
It looks smashing. Hazel, can you talk me through the art direction of your
Sure.
wreath?
So I've gone for some sticks. Oh, it's immediately fallen off. So I haven't fixed it yet. So I don't know if you can see that. I think it's. Do you know what that is? Is that a pine thing or fir or something?
I mean, I can't believe you just put me on the spot like that and asked me to do a plant ID.
Sorry. Yeah, let's not worry too much about what it is, but it just looks really. I'm kind of going for a bit of a rustic thing. I have this quite exciting stick that I'm planning on incorporating somehow. I'm not sure what the concept is yet, but I'll let you know later. But I've just been using some of the crab apples and some of the berries here to make it kind of red around the bottom. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. It smells really nice because it's got eucalyptus in it.
Okay, so once you start thinking about wreath making, you start seeing potential materials for adding to your wreath everywhere. So I got these just in Brixton Market in a West African grocer, and they're like really, really good value, big bag of them. So obviously being sold as a food stuff, but I thought, well, they're going to be great. And so they're a year old, and we're using them now, and they're just, I don't know if you can see on camera, but they catch the light in a really beautiful way. So they're big dried red peppers. So yeah, as I say, just keep your eyes open. You find all sorts of fun things to add to your wreath. It can be an ever-changing medley of things.
You can even do your own, like some orange slices in the oven.
Yes,
Try some things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And there you have it, the finished product. We'll let the Festive band play us out while we share some of our favourite photos from wreath making workshops past. We can't wait to see the wreaths you make at home.